Salam alaikum, friends. In the first part of the childhood of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we explain how Prophet Muhammad was born and how his midwife Halima raised him for 2 years. I raised you for years, and you were a prophet. When Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam turned 4 years old, his mother Hazrat Amina came back with him. In this video, we will tell you the incident. When Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam turned 4 years old, he returned to Mecca and started living with his mother Hazrat Amina. After that, the days of life passed by. In 575 or 576, when you were about 5.5 years old, you left for Medina with your mother Hazrat Amina and your grandfather Abdul Muttalib. In Medina, 2 special people were sent for you. You were 5.5 when you left for Medina with your mother Hazrat Amina and your grandfather Abdul Muttalib. 2 things happened. First, in Medina, your father Hazrat Abdullah Mubarak was waiting for you. Second, your grandfather's maternal home was also in Medina. The journey used to take 1 month or 1.5 months, so your journey took about a month. After that, you turned around and began heading back towards Mecca. This event occurred during your lifetime. Upon seeing this, your grandfather Abdul Muttalib, the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, began to weep. He faced another setback in his childhood, and Allah placed him in a difficult situation. After 1 month, you left Medina. On the way, your mother Amina experienced a health crisis and passed away. She was buried near Mecca in Medina. This left you an orphan at the age of 16. Your grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, was distraught. He was already mourning the loss of your father, Hazrat Abdullah, and now you had become an orphan at the age of 16. Hazrat Amina was buried near Mecca in Medina. You became an orphan at the age of 16. Seeing your condition, your grandfather Abdul Muttalib was very upset. He was crying because your father, Hazrat Abdullah, had passed away a few days before your birth. You were not even 10 years old yet, and your mother had also passed away. Your grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, was very sad. He thought, what could he do? Death or not is in the hands of God, and everyone has to die one day. After that, your husband, Abdul Muttalib, took you in his lap and started towards Mecca. He thought, why is this happening with innocent children? Friends, you must consider what these children endure when they become orphans at a young age, losing both parents. After that, people look at such children with authority, and such children are not treated well. But Allah helped you, as stated in the Holy Quran. When you become an orphan, Allah's help was with you. This is why you are here today, and this is why Allah supported you. After your grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, brought you to Mecca with grief, there was an atmosphere of grief inside your house. The Talibs were yours, they put you in this condition. Seeing this, she started crying. Abu Talib loved you, but Abdul Muttalib loved his sons more. The Prophet used to call Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Friends, Abdul Muttalib was a very big leader of the country. His people did the most. He had a special seat in the Kaaba, reserved only for him. No one else had the right to sit on it. Allah's Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was still young and used to come there while playing, and he would sit on it while playing. I would come and make others sit on it. Were they along with them when they were picked up? He was made to sit separately from them, but Abdul Muttalib would stop him and say, "This is my grandson," and let him sit. Then your grandfather would caress you and make you sit by his side. Friends, what I mean to say is that your grandfather Abdul Muttalib's heart was filled with love for you. He took care of your every wish and fulfilled your every need. He never let you face any kind of trouble. He always kept you with him and made sure you were happy. Days passed, and now you're 8 years old. Listen to the wishes the Prophet Allah gave you. You completed your journey at 18 years, 2 months, and 10 days old. One day, your grandfather Abdul Muttalib passed away. While dying, he entrusted your upbringing to Abu Talib. Abu Talib was yours. Friends, listen up. What would have happened to you in your childhood if your mother had had no children? There is courage, and the father does not have the support of a grandfather. He should also be there. After that, the question arises about your upbringing. Abu Talib took care of you, friends. He supported you in every way, protected you from your enemies with his sword, and helped you until your last breath. Abu Talib was not rich, but he never let you feel the lack of anything. I tried to get money that you used to complete it, friends. After that, days went by. Whenever Abu Talib went on a journey, he took Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with him because the journey used to be very long, 1.5 months. He did not want an innocent girl whose name is Wali to be left in the care of someone else. Friends, if you feel more pain, tell me immediately. Abu Talib and his convoy left for India that evening. Remember, earlier there were people, especially those who had import-export business, who bought goods from one house and sold them at another. This is how they exported goods. Abu Talib and his convoys spent the evening in this area. He set out in this direction with Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and made him ride on 119. This caravan reached the border of Makkah Sham, where it was night. They camped there to rest and recover from their journey. In that mana, there were travelers who walked from one house to another. There was a section in that mana that guided the people. He never left his house, he always stayed inside. He lived inside his house, but when he learned that Mushram had set up camp, he hurried to Abu Talib's and took the Prophet Hazrat Muhammad salam. He declared, "This man has arrived as the leader of the entire world." This enraged Abu Talib. Abu Talib was surprised and asked how he knew that the bear was the leader of the world. The monk replied that the bear had come from one valley to another and there was no such religion or stone in that valley. Seeing the bear, Abu Talib understood that it was not a threat to him or his people. The monk said that the bear was a sign of a future war and that it was not meant for the kingdom of Sham. He will destroy it. I wear this bear to symbolize my desire to become the prophet of love. I wear it with every symbol because it is a seal of prophethood. I will not bring it with me to the kingdom of Sham, friends. Abu Talib believed the words of that monk. I wear this bear to represent my role as a prophet of love. It has a seal of prophethood on its back, like a lion. I wear it with every symbol. Do not bring it with you to the kingdom of Sham. Abu Talib believed the words of that monk. He said exactly what he was saying. Later, Abu Talib told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam through someone sent to him. Abu Talib had just realized that this was a demon. This was no ordinary demon. This demon was a special demon. After now, you will become more conscious of your upbringing and